Hello everyone. Oh my goodness, my oh, you can hear me.
What happened? Hello? Oh, testing something.
Hold on. Okay. Hi everyone. Oh my goodness, sorry. I was testing something. Um I can still play my music and no one will be able to hear it on YouTube, thank God. So, that was one thing I wanted to test. Yoinks your phone emote? It wasn't supposed to be a phone, but I thought about it. I thought about it being a phone because it'd be funny. Hi Aegis.
Hello.
I am testing some stuff because technically I'm also streaming at YouTube at the same time right now, and I just wanted to see if I could play my music like usual. They just won't be able to hear it on YouTube, and I'll just be talking to myself like a crazy woman. That's fine. He
You
just
can
says
find
hi.
Kane on
Hmm? Huh?
youtube.com/KanokaVT.
No, just Kinoka.
No, just Kanoka.
Can't believe you didn't know SMH.
I didn't know. I'm a fool.
YouTube. Well, I'm not sure if YouTube chat will actually show up in my chat. Um, but I just have it opened up to the side. But I wanted to try like streaming on YouTube once or twice because honestly, um, it's actually the first my first experience with streaming is through YouTube. I mean, it wasn't me doing it; it was my friend, but I was there by proxy on Discord, and we did it pretty often. And I think that was when I was like, I think streaming would be fun. But that was like what back in 2016, 2017. So pretty much almost 10 years ago. It sucks to say that.
Dang.
Ooh, that hurt me a little bit. But yeah, I was thinking about it, about like having the square be like blank, and I wasn't sure if I wanted it to be a phone. But originally it's supposed to be like a Uno reverse card, like a no you. Well, the streams are allowed. Yes, I am nervous about the. Hold on. Yeah, I can't see it on OBS. I have to have a separate screen open for YouTube, but that's fine. I have two screens for a reason. Although you guys don't want to see how my second screen is laid out. I have my OBS, Discord, YouTube, and StreamerBot open at the same time on one screen.
Nice.
Um, what do you think, Cam? Should I make it a phone?
If you want.
Maybe I'll make a blank version. You need restream or something similar where chats into one. Well, I did see this guy who made a widget for multi-streaming purposes. But at the moment, it's technically not allowed on Twitch to show your YouTube chat. Not that
Oh,
anyone really polices
really?
it. Yeah, yeah. But you're technically not
Interesting.
allowed to do it. Hi, Invex. Okay. So I have this. We have a lip bite emoji because I always use this all the time. Honestly, when I was drawing it, I was like, it's kind of gross. Gives me the feeling that I want though. And then this is like a you. And this is like a drinking emote. I have a wave, But then sleepy. And I'm holding Cam,
Yeah,
who's wide
hold me.
awake.
I'm
Are you
awake.
looking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Poco's painted your image here. I'd be like, this you?
Oh, that'd be really good.
What?
Your image here.
Mm-hmm. I do have to, however, it's been a while since I've done emotes. So I will have to do some color control. But yeah, I just finished lining them. I think just a little bit earlier actually. I was watching stuff with Camo, I was lining them. And then I actually started them the other night. Uh but I knew that when I got my new model done, I wanted to redo some of my emotes because there's like a bunch of them. But then at some point I'm like, that's so much to do. But then I'm also like, I'm super cheap, so I'm just gonna do everything by myself. So alas, here we are.
All right. I think I'm gonna go take a shower and then I will be back.
Okay. Kane discuss. Alright, what did R slash Mia do? For real. Usually when I meet people, they're like, wow, you're so like chaotic. But I feel like compared to some of the people that I know, I don't know. I don't know about that. Does Kane arbitrarily set fire to things though? No. Well, I want to say no 70% of the time. Sometimes I can start a fire, but I mean, most of the time, it's usually not me. Is it a keychain I need to go begging for? No, these are emotes. I'm making new emotes because the last time I made new emotes was like with my first design, and that was like 3 years ago. Which speaking of next week, or I keep saying next week. Oh my god, I've been fucking up all my plans. But in 2 weeks from now, like the week of the 25th to the 30th, I'm gonna be planning some streams to celebrate my anniversary, my VTubing anniversary. It's like, yeah, stream elements. No, you have them. You have them. My stream elements is broken. That was from last year. You must give me keychains though. So the art, okay, yeah. The stream elements thing has been going on since last year. I don't know how to fix it. Yeah. I talked to Weirenth and he said that he would probably help me fix it sometime. So hopefully in the future it may be fixed. Question mark. Anniversary, yeah. It's kind of been crazy how long I've been VTubing for. I feel like it doesn't feel that way to me at least. Hi, Kit Kat. Time flies, yeah. Oh, I don't know what I moved. I forgot. I always need to put that up. I feel really bad when I draw. I get super like hyper focused. And I really do mean to respond as soon as I see it. Do you use house rules in Uno? Yes, I do. Did you know that you're not allowed to like what is it? You're not allowed to stack like plus twos normally? That's kind of crazy to me. They allow in special newer decks. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's always been like a thing that my family did, so I just never really questioned it until like I played the Uno game like like through Steam, and I was like, what the fuck? Since were we not allowed to do this, huh? I was very surprised. Now all the boards have special powers in the game, like the online game. Salsa, hello. Thank you for the check-in. They even have versions with counterfeit money. You can accuse each other. Okay, is that even like? Is that even Uno anymore? You know? All I wanted to do was put a +2 on top of a +2. Bish. Shaking up the formula. I see. I don't know. I feel like Uno is one of those games that probably won't ever go away because I don't know. It's kind of a classic, like a deck of cards, right? I feel like if you change it too much, your audience might not like that. It's like if the deck of cards started suddenly introducing like more suits or like what is it? I don't know. I guess that wouldn't be quite the equivalent, but crap dime. There's a +10 and double-sided cards. I played a double-sided cards one. That one is okay. It's a little hard. I feel like you need to play it a couple times to really get it. Hello, Urinth. Hello, son. Hello. Oh, wait, that didn't come out. Wait, Freudian slip. That came out not Southern. Hello. Hello. Oh, wait, I can't. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Hold on. This is what I mean by the line between Southern and the line between British accents are like really, really small. Uh, Hi, Wirinth. What's up? Um, how dare you? I want a refund. You will get your 5 minutes. Not much. Just starting work for the day. How are you? I'm doing good. Hopefully, work won't be too bad or long. Imagine if Kane Uno reverse and we had to do Southern for 1 minute. How would you even type Southern? I feel like accents don't get across through text. No. You're doing a bunch of new emojis for yourself today. Yeah, it's been a while since I been it's been a while since I've done emotes for myself. I usually don't do art for myself, but also at the same time I'm like I need to promote myself more. And then I forget to do so. And then I'm like so I think the last time I really sat down and do emotes for myself was maybe like 2 years ago. So it's been quite a while. It'll be 8.5 hours, but that's the same every day. Getting new emotes is fun when you don't have to do them yourself. Yeah, yeah. That's how I feel like about getting art of myself. I'm like, ooh. That is the skin. Yeah. Wave. Art is always exciting. It's like an addiction. A little bit, yeah. I feel like I've only ever gotten 2 or 3 pieces that I've ever commissioned from someone else. Otherwise, most of the time it's just me doing it of myself. As an artist, it's kind of weird because you're like, oh, like I have the skill to do this for myself, and then you get into it and you're like, but I also have fun doing it for other people, or of other people. So I always like do a bunch of my friends, and then I sit down and I'm like, oh, I should probably do some for me, and then I never end up doing any for me. and thus the vicious cycle repeats. Y'all, I reckon Kane is something special. You don't see many giraffes from the herd. Something corn and canned peaches. Hey, don't shit on canned peaches. That's just good. Also, corn's also really good. I'm not Southern, I swear. What does a reverse card look like? Is it red? Mm, let me see. Kind of like that. I am suddenly. Oh my goodness! I just slipped right back into a southern accent. I am suddenly realizing I don't know what a reverse card looks like. For some reason, I just thought it looked like it was pointing to each other like a circle. I gotta redo it. Yeah, I'm looking up Google right now. This is really big. It'll be fine. I'll just scale it down. It'll be fine. My drift, call my drift. Oh, draft. Police asking you to U-turn, basically. Just a few more points and you get chinchilla? No fucking way. No fucking way. You're just scaring me, aren't you? Blue to reverse, but you got scared, no? There's no way you have that many points. I wonder. Well, let me ask Cam. I'll ask Cam. You guys might have the same amount of points. Hey Cam,
I
did you
know
get
I'm
into
here.
Dune Awakening? I signed up for a bit after stream. Got to the beta about 36 later. Cam did get into the beta, and he did play a little bit without me. And then
Yeah.
he was messaging me. He's so excited. He was like, "Oh my god, Kane! I built my house right next to you." Oh. And I was like, "Where was it? By the ship?" He goes, "What? What ship?" I was like, "You did not build your base next to me."
Yeah. The person that I built next to, they also had a hole in their
Uh-huh.
roofs, like for stairs.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, there's a
And
hole in your roof, Kane. There's a hole in." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
yeah, so I broke into someone's house that wasn't Kane's. Well, is it really called breaking in if
It's
there's
more like
just a giant.
trespassing, right? Because
Yeah, I
you
trespassed
didn't
on
break it.
someone else.
Well, okay, don't admit it that easily.
I did. But to be fair, I thought it was your house.
Yeah? How sweet.
So, um yeah. But Yeah, as someone that got me to, or as someone that has actually got like that had the opportunity to play it, I think combat is significantly better than Conan Exiles.
Oh, so much better.
It's like it's kind of crazy how far the devs have come. Like just comparing the two games is just like it's very interesting to me to
Hmm.
see because like it's funny because the devs are still supporting Conan Exiles,
Yeah,
right? Like
Conan's like their big
there's
thing.
updates. Yeah, there's like updates like once a month or something like that. It's kind of crazy. And this game is old. And like you can tell it's old if you just go look at the store page. But
So what you're saying is we're gonna play it again?
no, we're not.
Okay,
Um
it's for the shot, guys.
but huh?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Nothing. Nothing.
Uh-huh. But yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting to see. There are definitely similarities to Conan that they drew. Like Conan is basically the base of Dune.
Yeah,
Is what I'm saying.
dude, it's just a better
Uh
version of Conan that they improved.
yeah, like you can tell they they took assets from well, actually I don't think I can say they took assets because like
But
they
the thing is, like, I will say that Conan, when you first start out, is basically based in a desert-like biome. There are other biomes
yeah,
out there, but it's very like deserty based, and you can tell
yeah.
that their experience with Conan definitely shaped how Dune looked.
Yeah. Also, I found out only death to the worm loses all your stuff permanently, so that's something.
Well, fuck that
So,
worm. I'm never loading up again.
so if you die normally, do you drop your stuff still? I assume
I guess
so.
so. And you just
But
pick
you
up
can
your
just
stuff.
go back and yeah, that's not terrible. I
Hell
mean, it makes
no.
sense that if you get eaten by a worm, right? Just, but it still sucks. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, like the climbing animation is ripped straight from Conan. I think the plant fiber stuff is ripped straight from Conan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Uh, the when like you harvest materials like copper or whatever, like the rocks and stuff, and they
Mhm.
explode, that's straight from Conan. I didn't really see too much either, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was fine. It's just I wish it was they had private servers.
Yeah,
That's really it.
maybe. They said that they were thinking about it. And I mean,
Yeah,
Conan has like private servers that you can still buy. So I'm pretty sure that like in the future they'll definitely like allow it.
yeah. It's hard to make a game where something isn't from something else now, or at least compared to it easily. That's true. Everything, like, it's funny because, like, when Dark Souls came out, it spawned a bunch of Dark Souls or like Souls like games. Vampire Survivors popularized bullet heaven type games or survivor type games or whatever. And I feel like everything is pretty much, oh, this is kind of like Devil May Cry. Oh, this is kind of like Dark Souls. This is this is kind of like a bullet heaven. And then survival crafting games are all survival crafting games, stuff
Mhm.
like that. Especially when something is popular and it gets copied for that reason alone. Yeah. Um, it's just it's just kind of funny to see um such a big IP and such a big company. Cause like this company, they've made MMO, like they straight up have made MMOs before. I'm pretty sure. Um,
Funcom?
so yeah, Funcom. I think they made jeez, I forget what the name is. I remember playing it for a little bit too. I forget what it is now. God, I can't think of it. That's some nice art, by the way.
Thank you.
Chisville.
Yeah, I'm working on some new emotes because technically this model is actually new. So I wanted to update all the emotes from my previous design.
By the way, Conan Exiles is on sale for anyone interested in playing
Pog.
Dune.
All right,
But
we're in. You heard
once,
that? You heard that, my boy?
but they don't want to play Dune online. They want to play it by themselves, or
Huh?
not by
What are
themselves,
you
but
saying?
I meant for anyone that wants to play the previous Dune,
Oh, oh yeah.
essentially. Um,
Wait, what did I
so
hear?
it is on sale on Steam.
We keep talking about the survival game, Conan, and Cam. I keep begging Cam to play it again, but he's just like, we've played it twice through. Like, what else can we
Well,
do?
we played twice with you. I think I've played it like 3 or 4 times.
Okay, but two of those are without me, so I mean, like,
Yeah, whose fault is that? We tried
yours. It was
convincing you.
yours. It was
No,
yours. You didn't
no,
convince me
it's
good enough.
not.
You didn't do it good enough.
Dude, we were playing.
I have
I
art
was
that
playing.
I drew of them playing Conan Exiles, by the way.
Um, so me, Melon, and Ara were playing Conan Exiles. We started it, just us three, and it's one of those games where if you set up like your own server for like you and your friends, I think you can actually do like more than 4 players, probably like up to 16 or more. Um, and we were like, oh yeah, like don't you want to play like with us? Like you can give it a shot and like whatever. Like um, you know, it's third person, so you won't get motion sick. It's got like if you don't really want to do combat, like you can just go get like materials and like you can do building if you want. Like you don't have to like if you didn't want to, you didn't have to participate in like certain parts of the game, right? And like we were telling her like, oh, we can make it very customizable, like the server, like we can make it much easier so that way we don't have to be constantly hunting for food or like constantly trying to find sources of water um for like our thirst meter stuff, stuff like that. And she would be like, no, it doesn't look that fun. And I was like, okay, like,
Yeah, cause it looks
that's
it
fine.
looks dumb.
Yeah, it honestly kind of is dumb.
It
It's
looks kind
very
of dumb.
it's very jank. Uh,
Yeah.
and you can kind of see some of that jank. Oh, Weirin
Hmm?
says I'm very quiet.
Oh. Oh, because Cam he changed his mic settings. Speak.
Oh, do I need to adjust mine to be louder then?
No, just speak.
I mean, I can do it because I don't remember what my settings were before.
Okay, you can make yourself louder then. Because yeah, you've been really quiet. Usually I'm
Oh,
okay if like we switch over to your phone like at night when we're
huh.
talking. But I found out that you're really quiet on your PC, so I have to turn you up. But then when you get onto your phone, you're like super loud. And I have to turn you down.
Oh, okay. How about is this any better? I put
Yeah,
it
that's
to
better.
60. Is it a lot better
Yeah,
or
that's a lot better.
okay? We'll just leave it at this then. Um. Oh, and Vil says your music is about 21.7% louder than you are. Oh, is it just me or is it Kane
Oh
too?
shit. Let me. Am I quiet?
Uh,
Okay. So I have a problem that when I speak, I'm too quiet, but when I scream, I'm too loud. Is that better? Kane was at least audible. Okay.
okay. Um, just you, I think. Okay. Thank you guys.
Yay.
Um, so I don't remember what I was talking about now. Just that you were oh, the game was very jank. We're trying to convince you to play it. It took well, I think we beat the game right without you or something like that
Yeah, you guys beat the game without me.
and
I'm
then
trying to
like
find the art, but I can't.
later on, I forget why you were like, "Okay, fine, I'll try it."
Because you're like,
Um,
oh, I really want to play something. Oh, and I was like, ah, okay, fine, I'll play the Conan game or whatever. Because it seemed like they had a lot of fun doing it. And then I had a lot of fun doing it. This is the art I
yeah.
made like what 6 years ago. It's always make this for me, Campbell. Repair this for me, Campbell. Never. How are you, Campbell? And that's basically what your character looks like. Because you start off in the desert, and that's him repairing like a shield.
Yeah, pretty much.
uh,
Um,
yeah.
but it was like I feel like it was a really fun survival
Hmm.
crafting type of game, and the maps are really big. Um, and you start with a camel. No, you have to kidnap one.
Yeah. Okay. I got so much shit in Conan because like in order to like get animals, you have to kidnap them when they're babies. And so we'll be running and I'll just pick up an animal, but then the animals are really heavy. So I wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
carry anything. So I drop all my stuff and be like, hey guys, can you like carry my stuff so like I can like carry this animal home? And it wouldn't happen like once or twice. It happened like every single time I saw a baby animal, I just pick it up. And
yep.
now Ara's like, oh, you're like a kidnapper. I'm like, okay, well, you fucking set fires for fun, so who's worse?
Yeah, we're at least giving them a home. You're
Yeah.
destroying whole economies
Don't
and
even get me started on Ara with her
ecosystems.
thralls. I can say so
Yeah.
much stuff right now.
Um but yeah, no, I mean, I think Conan Exiles is a lot of fun if you definitely have like a group of people. I think, what would be really fun to do is to set up like a Safari Cafe server for people that want to try it out. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, that would be really
Uh,
fun. I would play like
set
all
up,
the time.
yeah, like set up like, and the thing is that there's like a guild system too. It's kind
Hmm.
of similar to Dune, and so like everyone can be in the guild, and I can make adjust. Well, I don't know if I would like, I don't know if we would pay for a server or if like one of us would host, but like, you guys can um like, we can customize the settings. So if you feel like we're not making a lot of progress, or like, rather, it's more like quality of life things. So for me, I hate spending like 30 plus minutes
Crafting one
trying to
thing.
gather. Yeah, like, because for anyone that has played like a survival crafting game, you know, crafting things takes up real time, right? And some of the items that you craft in game take a lot of time. So like, for me, that kind of is annoying. And then also going out and getting resources can be very annoying if you need like, oh, I need like 100 coal to fuel the furnace to make, whatever. I don't want to have to go out constantly to go get coal, especially because the respawn timer on these things is kind
Hmm.
of low. So, I can make adjustments to make it a smoother experience.
Hmm.
Um, but I think that'd be fun to do. I don't know if anyone's really interested, considering how old Conan Exiles is, and it's definitely janky. And um, yeah,
It did release like a DLC with like a whole new map. But honestly, I
yeah,
think they kind of did it without really thinking too much about it because it's very empty. Um,
yeah,
that's the one thing I was sad about, and but I still wanted to like complete stuff. I feel like we didn't complete anything. We just kind of like got bored of it because like there was nothing really around. Like even the enemies weren't really around.
hmm,
But
yeah,
that's one reason why I want to go back to Conan. But everyone's like, ooh, Conan.
yeah. I think for us, we're just burnt out on it because we put so many hours into it. I have almost 200 hours in the game. I
You
think if
have
you did that
two
with
hundred
Dune,
hours.
I have 190, like, to be specific.
Let me see how much I have. Hold on.
I think if you did that
Ah,
with Dune, so it's a more recent game, yeah, move to the next thing. Yeah, I just know that Conan is older, so it's a little bit easier on everyone's computers.
I have 134 hours. Hell yeah.
So like 60-ish of those hours was uh
Base building.
of well 60, the missing 60 is probably the first playthrough that I did.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Um but yeah, like, I know not everyone has, I mean, like, I don't know. Dune is, I think, built on Unreal Engine 5, so uh it can be kind of tough for some people. Um
We'll just have
so
to see when it
yeah.
comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if Dune were to get like private servers, we would probably get it.
Hmm.
And then yeah, we could probably do something, um probably set up like a Safari Cafe one. I gotta go to work. See ya.
Have a nice day at work.
Bye-bye. Yeah, have fun at work. Dude, the complete edition of Conan right now for me is $72.12. That's insane. Keep up the great art. You got a talent for it.
Thank you.
Shizville. Yeah.
I'd rather I'd play either, to be honest. I played Valheim and Rust a long time ago, so I don't think those are too dissimilar. I played Valheim a little bit, but I feel like I couldn't really get into it. How did you feel
Yeah, I
about
don't
it?
know. I was also kind of eh. Um, I don't know. There are certain survival crafting games that I just don't like. I don't get into. Like, Conan was fun because I think it added like more interesting things to it. Um, Valheim, I don't know. I don't know how, like, I think Valheim is very interesting in concept. I'm not a big fan of the system of like, oh, you need to eat food to get more health. You know,
Mhm.
I think for me, I prefer more of an RPG system, like in a leveling system where you can um just get more health that way. Like you can kind of customize your build, right? Oh, I really enjoyed it. I want to put more time into it, to be honest, but it's just a matter of finding the time. It was really good in terms of modding. Oh, we didn't do any mods. We played vanilla.
Oh yeah, we played that shit raw. And it was all right. I feel like for me, combat isn't like the thing that I really look forward to in survival games. I like doing like other stuff, mostly like building and stuff like that. But the problem with Valheim for me, I think, is just way too like combat heavy. That's something I didn't really like.
Yeah, I think it's funny because like I think a lot of survival crafting games, their combat is very simple.
Hmm.
Conan is included in that.
Oh,
Um,
it's so fucking easy. You go up, you
yeah.
hit, and then they ragdoll.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. Um, I I'm just trying to think. Yeah, so Conan Exiles is pretty cool. Valheim, I was kind of eh.
I
The Lord
really
of
like
the
Enshrouded.
Enshrouded is a lot of fun. I like that
I want to play that so
for
bad, but Cam's like, no, we have to wait till they release everything. And now I'm sad. A lot of mods that solve that issue as well. It gave you a lot more to build with. Ooh, I see. Yeah, It was very I could tell that it was very combat focused, and then like Ara and Melon are kind of like the ones that really like the combat stuff, so like they were fine with it, but I was kind of like, yeah. They're like, oh, we're gonna comb, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I should, because if you don't do the combat, then like I feel like you really miss out on a bunch of stuff, and like you can't really progress. Cam?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello?
I thought you were
Yeah.
gone. You weren't saying anything.
Oh no, I was just listening to what you were saying.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
yeah, and Shrouded is a lot of fun. I really like that because of like the build customization that you can do. Like you actually have um like classes that you can spec into,
Mhm.
and I think that's a lot of fun. I it's funny because like there's another one that I want to try out. It's the it's the RuneScape one. I think it's like Dragon Wilds or something like that. I forget what it's called. Yeah, Dragon Wilds. That one looks fun because of like the class system. I think that
Mhm.
looks like a game we could enjoy too. Um, yeah, why combat when you can combat? Yeah.
Yeah, Cam, go get him.
When we were playing V Rising, they made me go in and fight like all the bosses.
Cause you were good at the fighting. None of us were good at fighting. We were all dog shit. Cal was
I
the only one who
mean,
would actually fucking survive against a boss, and so it scales per like how many people are there. So we would send him in till the boss is like 10%, then we'd all rush in together.
yeah, it was pretty funny.
We have a Cam, yeah, yeah, Cam, go get him. Go show him who's boss.
Yeah, they they made me do that for every single one. It was so funny.
It's a new V Rising update. Do you think you'll play it?
No, I don't think I'll play it again. We beat it. For
We
me,
beat
I'm
it
pretty much
twice.
done. Yeah, like I'm good. I don't think I need to touch it ever again.
What if they have a Persona 5 collab?
Dude, I
What if
don't
they have
think
a
I would
near
even play it.
collab?
I don't think I would even I don't know, it depends. Do I have to buy the DLC for that?
It's a near collab. No.
Well, you never know.
Oh, like how you spent for the near collab in Nike. Hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah. Kane, if
If-
they have a Persona 5 collab, the game is over. The
we were
curse.
just talking about if games have a near collab, it's over. Cause First Descendant is getting a near collab, and I was like, yeah, it's over for them. You're grasping at straws if you collab with Nier and Persona 5. As much as I love those characters and those franchises, they will just collab with anyone. Nier isn't as deadly as Persona, but yeah. Yeah. Nier is like you're on your way there. Persona is like, oh yeah.
Final Fantasy 14 survived near. Yeah.
Well, in case you don't know the history of 14, 14 was very close to shutting down.
Yeah. So, we can't have two cataclysmic events happening in one game, right?
Yeah, basically.
If you survive the game almost shutting down, a near collab won't shut it down.
14 was so bad. They were literally like, we need to rehaul everything right now, or else we're gonna lose everybody. And so they're like, fine. So that's when 14 actually started getting players again. And it was a good move on their part because it started getting like a big fan base, and now it's like huge. So it's one of the biggest MMOs. But yeah, before it was doing really poorly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because whenever I think about MMOs now, I think there's only like what, like two or three big ones that I can think of that people are actively playing. It's just like what, WoW,
And
Final
14.
Fantasy 14, yeah, and then like, maybe Lost Ark, maybe Throne and Liberty,
Nah,
and
bro. Who's playing Throne of
no,
Liberty?
yeah. I mean, so like I don't know, is are people still playing Lost Ark? Are people still playing like New World? I feel like New World is
New World's
dying.
dead, bro. New World been dead.
Um, yeah. Maple in the corner. A lot of people are still playing Maple. A lot of people I think are still playing RuneScape. But I don't know. Whenever people talk about MMOs, I just think of WoW and 14. Like I don't
Basically, yeah.
even consider. Yeah. RuneScape is supposedly still alive, so I'm told. We're in the back playing RuneScape
Keeping RuneScape's
still.
lights on.
Yeah. When Lost Ark was brought over to global, it was over in Korea. What?
Yeah. So it was like their last ditch effort to kind of make money on Lost Ark was when they brought it over to like the international market. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, that's why it came over.
It's funny because I still really enjoyed Lost Ark. I just wish the end
And will
game was
hydrate.
better.
Oh, I don't have any water. I'll be right back. Can't talk to everyone. Just as
Okay.
you were.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I it's funny because I still want to. I get urges to play MMOs, right? Like I want to have that system of you get classes. Everyone, picks a class and you form a party and you go do dungeons together or like do raids together. I think those are really fun to do in a group. Um, and I get urges to play games like that. Like they don't even have to be MMOs. Like I just want games like that. Um, so I don't know. I feel like asking for that now is kind of hard because the levels got too ridiculous, they got too aggressive in cash shop, and there was just too much content before raids.
I'm back.
That's kind of nuts.
Oh
Welcome
yeah,
back.
Lost. Like you know how we were feeling about Lost Ark? It was like
Yeah.
that times 10 on steroids in Korea.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why no one wanted to play anymore.
So, same for the PSO2. Man, I miss PSO2 before they did New Genesis.
PSO2 is so good.
Yeah, PSO2, when they first brought it, it's crazy because anyone that followed MMOs, I can tell you that they did not think PSO2 was ever coming to global. Ever.
I think it came out
Um,
like 8 years into it, huh?
yeah, it was like 8 years
Something stupid like that,
after,
yeah.
yeah, 8 years after its release in Japan. Basically, anyone that wanted to play PSO2 played it on the Japanese servers. And I was like, well, I don't want to do that because like you have to get like a VPN to log in and like,
It's a lot of work.
yeah, it's a lot of stuff that you got to do just to play this one game. And I was like, I don't really want to do that. It was after they had 6 full chapters and they just unloaded all of them. Yeah, it was a lot of like, I don't mind them doing that just because like, oh, that's a lot of content to go through for your players. And that's pretty nice, right? Um, that means only the truly dedicated will get to the end game. Um, I remember when we were playing it, I don't think we really like went through all of the content quickly, but we definitely went through the content like almost all of it
Islands included.
at the time. Yeah, and
I
we
have
did
over 300 hours in
raids.
Lost Ark. It's my highest played Steam game.
That's kind of crazy.
And then they said fucking open new Genesis for you to do none of them. Yeah, it was really weird
Yeah.
because we were kind of excited. We were like, oh my god, they're releasing like a new version. Like this is gonna be so fun. And then they like completely reworked everything to the point where it was kind of
Yeah.
like, yo, this is like not the same game. I mean, obviously it wasn't trying to be, but like they did like I feel like on some level they were kind of like, oh, it's kind of is a little bit the same game, just better graphics. And then when they reworked all the classes, I'm like, yo, this kind of sucks, you know? Like, where's my pets, man? Because I was like a
Yeah.
summoner, and I was like really upset. I was like, are you kidding me? And then like they force you to play certain classes because they just released or whatever, and I guess that's fine, but I don't know. I was really sad about it.
Hmm.
And like
Yeah.
I get the open
I
world concept, but same problem with Conan, where it's like unpopulated by anything important. So.
Yeah. I think the other issue for New Genesis was like instead of so the way that PSO2 vanilla worked was like, oh, if you want to progress, you had to hit level threshold. And this in New Genesis, you had to hit like power level thresholds, but like it was really difficult to hit those thresholds. Like your level barely contributed to it. Getting better equipment was like the main way to do it, but in order to get the equipment for it, you needed to hit like certain levels or something like that. But leveling was so slow because you didn't have quests to help you level up because they're gated but behind power level. So like what do you do? And like you can't like it's not like, "Oh, this is the recommended power level. You can still accept it if you want and try to like do it." It was it was just like, "No, you can't do it period until you hit this power level." And I was like, "Okay, well,
Mhm.
now you just have people kind of doing nothing for like extended well, not nothing, but you have people just like there's no content for them to do for periods of time, and it's just like that's not how you like why would you set it up like that? So um I think Kane and I were the only ones to really try New Genesis, and
Oh
we
yeah, I
gave
think
up
our
after
melon
like
fired it up like max 4 times.
yeah. Yeah, the scratch pulls were god awful. There's no way to pull hollow collabs. It was a gate paradox. Plus, in this day and age, time commitments are rough. Yeah, I think that's like another issue. Is just like this. It just wasn't like I know in general MMOs are pretty like they're kind of time commitments, right? But I don't know. I feel like New Genesis didn't really respect my time. I think Lost Ark didn't really respect a lot of players' time in the end game. I mean, well, actually, I don't know because like that's a game that you had to play weekly, right?
Mhm.
Like you had to but okay, so what I should say is Lost Ark is a little bit different because Lost Ark you could make multiple characters and each single character on your account could do like their own weekly. So to me, it didn't respect people's time because you had to basically go either find a group, like do matchmaking and hope for the best that people know what they're doing, or you had to go have friends or be in a guild or, whatever. And then you had to do your weeklies multiple times on however many characters that you had. And if you didn't have more than like three, you were going to be left behind because you just didn't earn certain currencies that week. So, it's kind of, I feel like Lost Ark didn't really respect your time in that sense. Uh, so yeah. It also doesn't help that it's 123 gigs. Service games are hard. Yeah, service games. it's funny hearing like trying to think like AAA, like certain AAA companies that are like, yeah, people don't want single player games anymore. They want to play live service games. Obviously, like look at Fortnite, like look at Call of Duty,
Yeah, they
look
want like a
at
community based thing.
yeah. And then but and then you see like single player games do really well. Like Red Dead did really well. God of War is like does well. I'm trying to think of other like single player, like Elden Ring did very, very well. Um, you know, it's just funny seeing these type. Yeah, Claire Obscure is doing well. Um, you know, in the last few years, I feel like yes, I feel like a lot of companies what they want are like they do want a live service game that will pull in money constantly. Like you put in like this one-time investment into making this live service game and then they can just make money constantly for like X number of years.
That's not how it works,
But
though.
yeah, I feel like that's not really the trend. I think Blue Protocol was dead on arrival. Yeah, that got canceled immediately, which sucked because I really wanted to play that still. Um and it's very interesting to me because like all these companies they want to make that live service game, but like do you know what you're competing with? You're competing against Fortnite. You're competing against Call of Duty. You're competing against like all these big name entries that have existed in the space for years. Like Fortnite is free. Call of Duty, the Battle Royale mode is free. PUBG it was like 30 bucks before and then they were like, "Oh, we're going to make it free to play." So you have to compete against all these free to play games. And like there's no guarantee that your investment is going to pay off. Like you need to make something so good that it'll rip players away from like Fortnite, from, all these other games. And like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I really wanted it, but also I knew Amazon couldn't handle it. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they shut it down in Japan too, because the devs fumbled it so badly.
What? Blue Archive?
Blue Protocol.
Oh, Blue Archive.
Blue Archive is thriving, I'm
Isn't
pretty
Blue
sure.
Archive the one where they're all like girls? Like young girls?
Yeah. Yep. You need to be one good and two be able to keep hitting news or be in public eye. Yeah.
Blue Archive is a bit different.
Just a little bit.
Just a
Just
little
a
bit.
smidge.
Can you imagine Blue Archive MMO? Can you imagine a Grand Blue MMO?
It's funny because I think Grand Blue it actually does have raids. It does have like multiplayer stuff
Yeah.
in it. Um, and people are just, you know, so Grand Blue does have an RPG though, says Aegis. So
But it's
yeah, so Grand
different.
Blue has yeah, it's a little bit different. It's funny though because um so I actually just beat the single player campaign in Grand Blue and um I wish more people would play it
Kane.
because yeah, Kane um because the combat is pretty fun. I think it's very well done, and it sucks though because basically to do so the campaign is not co-op, right? Like I already said, it's a single player campaign. Um, and in order to do co-op, you have like missions that you can accept, very similar to how Monster Hunter does it. Like they have a quest counter that you can go grab quests from, and the quests vary from like horde mode to like survival um to like fighting bosses, and the bosses are really really fun. I think horde mode and survival are pretty fun too. Um, yeah, but you do have to play through like 10 to 15 hours of campaign just to unlock pretty much all of that content, and not a lot of people want to. Um, but yeah, if they came out with a game like an MMO for Grand Blue where they have boss fights like they do in Relink in Grand Blue Relink, oh my God, that'd be so much fun.
It could be cool. I can see them actually doing it too.
Yeah, I don't know how they would do it in an MMO, right? Like, because MMOs, they a lot of them want you to make your own character and like kind of craft your like own journey in a way, and
Yeah,
Grand Blue has a whole
Graham.
bunch of characters.
Yeah, I mean, they could
Uh,
just it could be like 14. I mean, 14. Obviously have just. I mean, most MMOs are like, here's your character self-insert into world
yeah,
kind of thing. And
yeah,
14 is egregious with the amount of fucking NPCs. So I mean, they can make it work.
that's true. Dark Dude says, "Whoa, new model."
Hi, Dark Dude. Yeah, new model.
Hello. I think Blue Archive might be having trouble, but that's only because I noticed they're going Steam soon. It could just be the market expansion, though. Yeah, I've heard some news about Blue Archive, but from what I remember, like a while ago, it's still very popular, at least in the Japanese markets.
You know what?
Like,
Okay, no, go
huh?
on. No, go on.
Go ahead.
No, go
No,
on.
go ahead.
No, go on.
No, go ahead.
No,
Go
finish
ahead.
your thought. No, finish your thought.
I was just gonna say, I think at like one of the Kamikets in Japan, um, like Blue Archive was the main attraction. Like they had banners and stuff for Blue Archive specifically, which was a first because I think Blue Archive is a Korean game, and uh, most of the banners and like the main attractions at Kamiket are, for Japanese like things like games and stuff and gotchas. Oh wait, they just had an anime last year. Yeah, I heard about that too. I didn't realize it was that recent though. Okay, what were you gonna say, Kane?
I was like, oh yeah, no, they're thriving because they're probably like number two most made dojins of. I see an
That's that's
incredible
your
amount. Yes, okay, because you know something's popular when there's a bunch of dojins for it because people are actively making fan content to sell them and
that's
making
yeah, that's I
profit.
think
So I
and
I see like thousands upon thousands of Blue Archive dojins, and I'm like, that was my
yeah,
basis for that. They're still relevant.
that's probably why they were at Comiket and stuff like that.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, those girls doing work. They're doing a lot of work.
Uh-huh.
Uh huh. Back out the way, yeah, yeah, I'm in my devil.
Trying to think, what else have we kind of been into lately? We talked about MMOs. We talked a little bit about gotchas. We talked about survival crafting games. You know, I would like to do like a Safari Cafe server of something that like we all could enjoy, but I don't really know what that
I
game
want to
would
do
be.
Power World. I want to play Power World again. I want to play it.
Uh-huh.
No one wants to play it with me.
Minecraft. Um,
Oh, Virant.
I don't think we can
Uh,
talk about Minecraft.
oh, Virant. Everyone's Fire Cafe is too boomer for Minecraft. Way too boomer for Minecraft. I think we did try. My
We did.
friend, my friend Kevin BT, he actually held like a VTuber Minecraft server, and we all like were like, oh, like let's give it an honest try or whatever. We played for like maybe a couple days, and then we just stopped playing it because I don't know. I guess for me, it's like I don't know. It's all right. It also gets me really sick, so I have to play like third person view. But when I'm in third person, I can't build anything, right? So
Yeah.
it gets really hard, and then I don't like fighting. And then since I can't build and I can't fight, I just stand around. You're not allowed to claim that you're too boomer. I am. I am boomer in my soul.
Yeah. I think the other thing is that I also kind of get motion sick from Minecraft sometimes, so
Mm-hmm.
it makes me not like any game that kind of makes me motion sick like that. I'm just like, I don't really want to put myself through it, unfortunately.
Like we tried playing supermarket together and I had a lot of fun. I was really upset though because it gets me incredibly nauseous. And like
Yeah,
I was
it
having
was
so
getting
much
me sick
fun, but
too.
I was like, "Oh, I need to stop." And then we stopped. It took me like a straight up hour to not feel sick anymore. And I was like, "Okay, I don't think I can do that again,
Yeah.
unfortunately."
I've never gotten motion sick from games myself, but I've been playing Minecraft since I was 14, I think. You know, it's funny because like I used to never get motion sick. Well, maybe I shouldn't say never. It was very rare for me to get motion sick playing like games, right? Um, and then like I don't know, like I think more recently I started getting motion sick playing certain games. Like any game that has like head bob when you're moving makes me motion sick now. Um, even some games that just I don't know. There's some games even without head bob that will make me motion sick. Um, so it's been kind of interesting seeing it happen, and it sucks because there's like all these games that I would like to play that I'm like, oh yeah, this will be fun. Like I can totally play this first person game that I used to be able to play, and now I'm like, I need to test this game out before I can commit to it because when I get motion sick, it gets like it can be really bad. You can turn off head bob in Minecraft and other games will have mods for it. Yeah, that's true. Um, but I just use head bob as like one of the big examples. Some of them even without head bob will still make me motion sick for whatever reason. I don't know why. Turning off view bob in MC has always been a thing. I think I might have turned it off when we tried it.
Maybe.
I don't remember now. It's been so long.
Yeah, same. It's been like a couple years now.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I was just giving head bob as like the main example of what of like that making me motion sick. Um, so yeah, maybe it's just an age thing. It could definitely be that. Uh, I guess the other thing is that I don't know. I feel like I don't really play like I don't I don't know. Do I play a lot of first person games?
You like to play shooters.
I do. I do like playing shooters every now and again, but I feel like that's not my main like I usually play like third person type of games like,
Yeah.
you know, so um yeah, I don't know, maybe I just need to build up my tolerance again or something. But yeah, like it gets really bad for me and it takes me a while for me to feel okay. You know what would be really funny to do?
Mhm.
This would be terrible. This is a terrible idea, but I just think it'd be funny if we set up a giant Civilization 6 game.
Dude, it would take fucking 5 years for one turn.
Yeah, I think it would be so funny, but it'd be really bad.
It would be really funny.
Man, why Civ 6?
I'm too poor for the new Civ.
Yeah,
Also, I'm waiting for the new Civ to be like not buggy anymore.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 is goaded.
Nah, I played 5. I couldn't. I started off with 6. That's why.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because Civ is another game that I was like, I I forget. I think I had the bundle or I think yeah, I think I already had the bundle. And I was like, "Oh, do you want to try this game out, Kane, and see if it's something that you're interested in because it is like turn-based and like, you know, she like Kane loves turn-based games, right? Like that's kind of um like what she's familiar with. So I was like, "Oh yeah, like do you want to try it? It's like turn-based and it's kind of like you have to build your city and then like you have to go and like there are other like civilizations that you have to go like kind of compete against and there's multiple ways to win. Like you don't have to just do like you don't have to go the war route. Like you could go like culture or science or you know, whatever." And so I let her try it and for like an hour on my computer. She's like, I really like this game actually. And she's like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I really like
I really
it.
like it. And then I tried it when I visited him, like right before I left, and I was like, when I get home, I'm gonna buy this.
Yeah, it was really funny. So now I don't know how many hours do you have in Civ?
I don't think you want to know,
How
cause
many
I've
hours do you
I've
have in
played
Civ?
without Cam.
You liked it that much that you played it without me?
Well, I played it with other people, cause you were sleeping.
Oh, that's fair. I
Cause
have
my IRL
71
friend, who
hours.
I've known since high school, he
Uh-huh.
loves Civ, so I played it with him, and I also played it with Mango.
Yeah, I remember you playing with Mango.
I
I
played with
didn't.
Mango and Nico. Yeah.
How many hours do you have in it?
Let me look it up.
I'll play 6 if that's something that happens, but I always prefer 5. I played Call to Power 3 and 4 as well. Um, yeah, the thing, so Kane loves Civ, and for me, like, I can only handle playing like 1 or 2 games at a time, and then afterwards, I need a long break.
I have
Um,
75 hours.
okay, so we're pretty similar.
Yeah, but you had the game before I did.
Well, I also didn't really play it that much.
Hmm.
Um, But yeah, Kane and I always play co-op in Civ, so we'll always do like we're on the same team, and then all the computers are, you know, not on a team, so it's like us versus them. So that's really the only way that I like playing Civ now.
Yeah,
Is
I
just
only like
playing.
playing teams. Because I played it with Mango. Mango's like, dude, we're not going to do teams. We're going to fight each other. And then the entire time, it was like, where are you? What are you doing? I'm lonely.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this could have been solved. We did this in teams. And so next time he's like, okay, let's play teams. See, that's what I thought.
Did you guys play teams?
Yeah, we played teams with Nico. Because the first time we
Did you
played it,
guys
I
like
played it
it more?
with Joe. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like teams is so much more fun to play. Um, I've got 1,344 hours in Civ 5, but only 73 in 6.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, we were
yeah.
in.
That's, not that big of a difference, right?
I think Mango said he had similar hours to that in Civ 6.
That's
That's
nuts.
insane to me.
Yeah, we tried 5 for a bit, and it's funny because I I really liked 5. I just couldn't get into 6. 5 was I think, the one that I spent like a decent chunk of time playing actually as well. Um, I need to actually pull that up.
I guess I should also say I don't really know how to play Civ right. Um
Yeah,
I just
I don't know
build
how to
for
play Civ
nukes.
right.
I build for nukes
Yeah,
every time. That's my one
Kane
skill.
Kane will only do war. That's literally it. She never goes for any other. She'll like
I don't
I
know
think
how to do
you
anything
tried
else.
once. I think you tried once to do like a religion win or something like
I
that.
didn't try. I won that time too.
Yeah. And then like but every subsequent time that we've played, she's like, I'm going for
I'm
tanks
going to nuke
now.
Gandhi.
Yeah. It's so funny. And I'm like, all right, I'll try and go for like culture victory as like a backup in case that doesn't work out. It never
And then I'm
I
starting
think
wars,
I
and I'm like, Cam, I need your help. And he's like,
and I'm like,
I
I don't
have
have any
no
weapons.
weapons, nobody. And I'm like, what the fuck have you been doing
I
over
yeah,
there?
I'm building culture. That's what I've been doing.
And then I'm like at war with like four different nations at the same time. And Cam's like, wow, that's crazy. This looks crazy over there.
Yeah, what's going on?
Maybe if you help me, it wouldn't be so long.
I was just thinking if we like the next time we play, I'll probably go full in on like Warpath too.
It
But
could
it's
only
so
be
funny.
one.
Hey, you want me to help you in war? I can help you in war if I actually build for it now.
No, I want you to help me and not be like my direct rival. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
No, I don't.
Because in order to build for those things, you need certain resources for those things.
Yeah.
And if we both fight for those resources, we both
You can't.
cannot help each
Yeah.
other.
Okay. Well, I don't know what you want me to build into then.
I want you to
So,
be able to at least give me one or two dudes to help me out.
yeah, part of I can't do that because I'm always so far behind on like the
Mhm.
technology for that. 5 is still my fave. I do love another game similar to 5 called Old War World. Old World Old World keeps
Are
things
you
fresh by
okay?
introducing no. I'm having a stroke trying to read Old World for whatever reason. Keeps things fresh by introducing a family dynasty dynamic that has events attached to it. No game will be the same. Whenever I play, I go full industry. Nothing beats a civ that can pump out 6 units a turn and traverse them the entirety of their empire. That sounds crazy. Like I still don't know how to play civ properly, so I just do whatever.
Dude, when I play with Mango, like I think turn 10, he had like 2, 3 different cities. I was like, whoa, what the fuck are you doing? I'm still building shit. Am I crazy?
Yeah,
I need to
I
study that, man.
I still don't know how to play that game, so I just do whatever. Um, I guess I can re-download 6 if you both want to play at some point. I will have to relearn it though, at least to some degree. You're playing with a bunch of newbies,
Oh yeah,
so
we're not that great at the game.
no, I just do whatever. It's funny because like the way that I play Civ is absolutely the wrong way to play Civ because like I just want to build up my cities and like get all the upgrades and like do all this stuff. I'm just like la di da. I'm gonna do whatever I want.
While
You
I'm
know,
fighting for
yeah.
my
And then
fucking
Kane's over
life.
here like declaring war on everyone. All the other civs are like, oh, I don't like how far you're expanding. Oh, your city has too much culture. I hate that. Like, I'm gonna come beat you up or
And then
whatever.
you're
And I'm
like,
like,
Kane, go kill them, and then I kill them.
yeah, pretty
Basically, how
much.
our games go.
It's so funny. Drop starter city, train settler, gain enough culture to take expansion for a free settler. That's how I see getting 3 sets so quickly. Kane has more hours than me in it. Doesn't mean we're good at it.
Yeah. Doesn't mean we're good at it. Honestly, most of us playing Civ is just like throwing like whatever at the wall and seeing what sticks. And if it does, we're
Pretty
like,
much.
okay, we're just gonna keep doing that from now on till forever.
Yeah. I know we shouldn't, but that's just how we do.
The moment I start watching videos on how to play Civ, oh, it's over, Cam. It's over. That means that we're gonna play Civ for the next 4 weeks.
I can't handle playing it for that much.
You'll be fine.
Uh-huh.
You'll be fine. You'll learn to love it.
I did used to be like really into playing Civ on like my phone because they had like a different version of Civ that you could play and like I had it on my phone and I would play it while I was laying in bed and then I would like check the time and I'd be like, one more turn. I'm so close to getting my tank. I check the time again. One more turn. I'm so close to getting nukes.
One more turn.
Oh, it's time to be up.
Oh.
Oh. I used to watch strategy videos for Civ 5 and I did watch a couple for Civ 6, but they're out of date now and don't work. Yeah. Um we also have the expansions for 6, which kind of change up the game. I have not really dabbled in them because I was like, I need to learn how the base game works first before we go into things that change up mechanics and stuff. I think I have most of them. Yeah, I mean, well, if we ever play like a big like group or whatever, or maybe not necessarily like a big group, but like just do co-op. We'll probably just do base game and and then we'll kind of expand from there. I bought the season password when I got the game. It was really nice. I gotta go check the reviews for Civ 7 actually. Currently mixed. Mango obviously already has 7. But I remember pre-ordering it when it came out. Oh, okay. Oh, you know something that I kind of wanted to try?
Hmm?
So, Kane and I watched the video of I think like Hollow Live members playing Age of Empires or something like that.
Is that the game Rady played? Where he like kept
He probably
incesting his mom or something like that? And I was like, bro, what the hell?
No, that's a different game. That's
Okay.
Crusader Kings, I think.
Hmm. Weird out of
That's a
context, I
wild,
know.
yeah, that's wild to be just saying. 42% positive is not a good look for Civ 7. I remember when Civ 6 came out, it also didn't really have good reviews. I think it released to like, didn't it release to like mixed reviews and then it took them a long time for them to get it into a good state. It was never that bad. Oh man. Okay. Um, Crusader Kings. Um, yeah, that's kind of wild that 7 is worse. Uh, but no, the Age of Empires is a real-time strategy game. I think we watch like Hollow Live members play it, and like, you have to set up people to go like, I don't know, go like collect resources
Oh,
and
it's the
build
one
building.
Aatrox played where you have to get your sheep or whatever, right?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, yeah. That one's too
Yeah, we
complex for
also
me. It's real time,
yeah, that
so I don't really
yeah,
like it because it's not turn based.
yeah, like they made it, but the Hollow Live members made it look pretty fun. But yeah, that stuff is too big brain for me. I can't keep up with all of that stuff in real time. The problem with 6 is like going from Sims 3 to Sims 4 release, bare bones, no content, and any content coming is DLC locked. Yeah. Yeah.
I do nothing about Age of Empires, but I do really like Aatrox, so I watch a lot of his videos. And I remember watching him talk about the fastest wins in gaming history, and it was like uh the Empires game, and what the person basically fucking did was they snuck around the entire fucking map, stole all the sheep, and then the other person had to quit because they couldn't do anything. I was like, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, that's really funny, actually. I also miss playing City Builders.
Hmm.
I uh I put in a lot of well, maybe not a lot. I think I put in a decent amount of time into City Skyline.
Hmm.
Um I put like 40 hours into it. So not terrible, but I haven't played them in a while. I just like playing those sim games where you start with like nothing and then you get to build into like bigger things.
Yeah.
Like all the Kairosoft games, I used to play a bunch of those.
All the ones that I like
Uh,
watching you play,
yeah, like the convenience store
and the
one.
zoo one.
That's a kind. Yeah, and the zoo one. Yeah, those are always fun for me to play. I need to take breaks from them though because they take like I think each Kairosoft game takes like me like 20 hours until I get burnt out or whatever. Yeah, a lot of games in Age of Empire tend to go that way. You took the gold before me, I therefore quit. You killed two of my early settlers, I therefore quit, etc. In the first few months of Six's release, it was 70% plus positive. Man, I remember a bunch of people complaining in for 6 when it came out, but I guess it wasn't as bad as I remember it being. Ever tried Kingdom Come Deliverance, Cam? No, I
I've heard of
haven't.
that.
I I've heard good things about them, but I feel like that is um I don't know. I feel like that was not a game that I would enjoy, but I haven't really looked into it too much. 70% positive is 30% negative, so it's still mixed. Is that how it is on Steam? Is if it's got like anything below like 70% below, it's mixed? I gotta go find a mixed game now. Listed as positive on Steam. Yeah, I thought that would be positive. All right, let me go look at this one game that has mostly positive. It has 77% positive reviews for this mostly positive game. So that's kind of crazy that that's considered mostly positive. Yo, from October 1st, 2016 to November 26th was 80% positive. Interesting. Yeah, so I guess 70% or below is considered mixed. Huh.
Why did you think it was closer to like 50?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lower percentage. I guess like in my grading system, like a 70% is a C, so it's kind of like average.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought mixed would be lower than like no. Yeah, I don't know. I guess in my head mixed is like between like 50 to like 60% or something like that. But I guess if I were to put it on like a grading scale, at least my grading of 50 to 60% is a fail, which would put it in like mostly negative.
Hmm.
Are there? I gotta look at mostly negative games now. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now though. Oh, I can look at overwhelmingly negative. 17% positive for overly negative reviews. Good to know. Civ 6 did have periods where recent reviews would have gone through mixed periods, but the overall reviews don't seem to have dipped below 70%. Okay. Yeah, I think for me, when I look at games, I mostly now look at the recently reviewed. So that maybe that's what I'm remembering. I'll be back.
Okay. Would have ended in October 2019. Hmm. You know, honestly, I think about it and I was like, 2019. Wow, that wasn't so long ago. Then I'm like, no, no, that was long ago. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. It hurts if you say it out loud. Still in my early 20s. That's so much to look forward to. You say that as if you're crazy old, we aren't. 20 this year, I won't be able to claim mid 20s anymore. That's fair. That's fair. Anytime I talk to a bunny, I feel my soul shrivel up. She reminds me that I am getting older every year.
Hello.
Hello.
Did I miss anything?
No, we're just talking about how 2019 was 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, I feel like because of COVID, um, I don't know, we lost like what, like a year worth of like maybe was it a
Mhm.
year or was it a little more? Yeah, I don't know. I keep thinking that like 2020 was not that long ago.
Me too. I was just saying that.
I don't know. I think that's just a symptom of getting old. Hey,
Who said that?
we're in.
Not getting old. But it was true when I
Yeah,
was younger.
maybe you're getting old, huh? Ever think about that? Hmm?
When I was younger, my dad would always be like, "Oh, time moves so fast when you're older," and I was like, "Yeah, whatever you say, old man." Now I understand. I understand now.
Yeah.
Not that I ever want to admit that he's right, but I understand.
I am and I hate it. Join the club. I don't want to be 28 this year. Too bad. If I have to get older, you have to get older. Time is a cruel mistress.
But our mistress nonetheless.
Yes. At least we're
Thank you for
not
the follow.
maidenless.
At least you're not maidenless.
That's well, I mean, if you guys have if time is a mistress to everyone, then, you know,
Oh, then she's your
no
maiden.
one yeah.
that's that's so cute. I love that little emote.
Maybe you need to get that emote now.
Mhm.
And by get that emote, I mean make that emote yourself.
Thanks.
You're welcome. If only you knew an artist that could draw it for you?
Me. I'm that artist. I brute force everything. Do you know like the model kind of reveal that I had on Twitter? I made that myself. Through spite alone.
Spite and willpower.
Spite and a lot of willpower because literally halfway through I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I need to just hire someone. And then I was like, are you gonna fucking quit? Are you a fucking quitter? No, you're not a fucking quitter. And then I pushed through.
And now you know how to do it.
And I'll never do it for anyone else, but yeah, now I know how to do it,
Oh,
theoretically.
okay. Well, never mind.
Video editing is too big brain for me. I feel like drawing's
Yeah.
okay because it's like, it's very instant, you know what I mean? Like, I
Mhm.
draw, I see. But like, video editing is like, I have to rewatch this one clip over and over for like
Yeah.
hours. That would drive me insane. Also, I'm thankful that I didn't have to talk in it because if I just heard my voice over and over and over again for hours, just like a couple seconds because I need to edit something, it would drive me crazy.
Yeah.
But I could do that for Cam though. Cam has a
Uh-huh.
nice voice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you say that. Oh my goodness. We have this talk all the time. Cam doesn't believe he has a good voice. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
Believe what you want. The people have already spoken the truth.
Uh-huh.
And that truth is that you have an amazing voice.
Uh-huh.
He refuses to believe it.
No.
No.
Oh, you get numb to it after a while. You edit your own videos, Wirinth? I used to in a previous life. I've not done any videos as Wirinth. Oh, okay. I was never that good at it, but I still have a license to Sony Vegas. Oh,
Me too, brother.
you also have a
Yeah.
license?
Remember? You found the Humble Bundle for it, and I bought it.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, well. That's what I used. And, God, did I fucking want to kill myself? I mean, did I... did I... did I, struggle so much? Um... Yeah, while I video edited.
Uh-huh. Oh, you got it from Humble Bundle too. Nice.
Yeah, it's a really nice program, I'll admit. Because I did try DaVinci Pro, and I think DaVinci Pro is a lot harder, in certain aspects because I feel like it wasn't as nice. But
As like streamlined.
mm-hmm. But eh. Yeah, everyone uses Adobe Premiere because it's just like it's so much better because it has a lot of tools that you would have to therefore get like you would have to download other from other places, and like you would have to get like other tools and stuff like that. When in Adobe Premiere, it's all kind of like in one spot. You don't have to go anywhere else to get, like grab that stuff. And I know Kath used Adobe Premiere to actually animate things. And so it's such a pain to like I don't think people understand how much of a pain it is to video edit, like especially animating something. Like even like
Hmm.
simple pans and zooms, it's like it's very in depth. Cause like if I wanted to zoom something in, I would just do this and then I would zoom in, right? Cause like it shows me what I want and whatever. But for video editing, it's like very extremely specific. I hate the idea of paying a subscription for it, which is what you have to do now. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, that's. Go ahead.
I don't think I would
What-
ever pay a subscription unless I was like super rich or something. Because you also have to consider learning it as well.
Yeah, that's my like thing as well. It's just um I don't want to pay Adobe for a subscription to it. Like so, I have a camera and I got it for like whenever we go on trips and like whatever. And I was like
Thank you for the
I
follow.
wanted to have photo editing software, but I didn't. But I know that like Adobe switched to a subscription-based model, and I was like, well, I don't take photos that often, one, and two, like I'm not gonna be using it every single month, right? Like I don't want to spend money if I'm not gonna be doing it, like using it that often. And like the other thing is I just didn't know if it was something that I would be like if photo editing was something that I would be doing a lot of. Like if I really needed to do it for like every single photo and stuff. So I was looking for um I'm gonna allow that.
No way you got auto modded for that. Thank you, Conquistador.
Um but yeah, I was looking for like free alternate or not free, but like alternatives to Photoshop because like I don't remember how much Photoshop is because it's not just Photoshop that I would have to probably get. I think I would have to get like Adobe Lightroom or something like that. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm just gonna get. Let me go look into like other alternatives.
Auto mod's a
Like
nightmare.
yeah, I got it. But yeah, I just wanted something that I could just pay once and then just have access to it whenever I want. So it might not be as streamlined as Adobe. It might not be as good as Adobe in terms of like features or whatever, but I only had to pay for it once. And then I'm not like I can use it whenever I want. It happens every time my name is mentioned. I'm not surprised. But now you should be good, I think, in Kane's chat. The term your username has been accepted into the permitted term list. The only time I considered getting Photoshop was when I got a PSD for my model, but even then I didn't. Yeah.
There's free art programs you can get to look through them. You just have to see if they have like I think most of them have Photoshop capabilities to like open up the file at least.
Yeah. I couldn't find one that would open PSD files.
Oh man, that's crazy. I feel like, for as industry standard as Photoshop is, that's actually really surprising.
I always use PaintNet, and I know that doesn't.
Mm.
I think actually I don't remember. I think Affinity might, but Affinity is a paid program. It looks like GIMP does, but I never thought to try that.
I've actually never used Photoshop. I never actually used Photoshop, but I don't make art. I just fix cars. That's fair. I've also never used Photoshop.
I think I used it like
One
for one
time.
semester in high school.
Oh, you guys were rich. I mean, your school was at least
Yeah.
because like that's just expensive, especially if it's like for like schools. I
Well,
mean,
keep in
there's
mind, I don't think they did a subscription based
oh back
model back
then.
then.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. But we did have like I did take like the class that I was in was for photography, so we got digital SLRs to use. So you're not wrong. My school was pretty rich, I guess. All right, I'll be back. I gotta give
Okay.
Mr. Poopers his treat.
The Google also says Pink.net can, so who knows? I wish my school had that money. Oh man. I feel like, yeah, for a high school class, that's kind of crazy to have.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, well, you're back.
Yeah.
Cam does this thing where whenever he returns, he never tells anyone.
Yeah.
And so we'll be
I
like,
like to
"Where's Cam?"
surprise
He's
you
like, "I'm
guys.
here. I've been here the entire time. I've been listening to you." You're like, "What?"
I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, basically just like that.
Oh, Blue is in your in your YouTube chat, by the way.
Hello, chat from YouTube. Hi, Blue. My high school was broke as fuck. However, it was technical high school. Hmm.
Oh, see, I think that's cooler, honestly. Hello, Blue from Twitch. Hi, Blue from Twitch.
Blue, when are you gonna get Spell Brigade so we can brigade our spells together, huh?
The building was from the 1940s. There was asbestos everywhere. That's less cool.
Oh my goodness. I have a story about that. Okay,
About
so
asbestos?
I may or may not have asbestos poisoning. Because it doesn't technically manifest until like way later in your life. um, my childhood home was very old, and all the tiles in the basement were made out of whatever, and um, we were very bored as children, and like we weren't exactly rich, so like we didn't really have a computer, we didn't really have a lot of like game consoles, so we just kind of played with each other, right? You know, like we just kind of like did like make believe, and we just like run around, play tag or shit, or whatever, downstairs on the tiles. And like there would be sometimes where like so the tiles are like really hard and rigid, but like you can just like pry them up off of the floor because they're like stupid or whatever. So we would do that. We would also like, you know, break them, and we would also like dig into like the dirt or the concrete underneath and stuff like that. And we did that for years. As I did that for years as a child. Okay, that's what I did for fun. And it wasn't until I think like a year or two ago that my dad was like, yeah, uh, our old house had uh the asbestos or whatever. Like, and we're like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, like the tiles downstairs. That's why we told you guys to never play downstairs. and, and everyone, okay, all the siblings born after me didn't do this, but all the siblings born up until me did that. And we were like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, I didn't tell you. Whoopsies. So I might die of asbestos like later on in my life. That's no good. I'll be fine.
That's wild. Oh, I forgot to tell my kids.
Well, to be fair, at the time we were like, I don't know. I lived in that house till I was like 12. So like, you know, I
I mean,
guess he
that's
just
kind of
forgot to.
important.
I guess he just forgot to, you know, because they would tell us not to go play downstairs, but there's like nowhere else in the house to play, you know, especially because
Oh,
like if we wanted to ride bikes, but like no one would watch us, you know, ride bikes outside, so we would just ride in the basement, or like we just chill in the basement and stuff like that. Because there wasn't really a lot of space upstairs. Uh, and so yeah, horrifying. I'll be fine. Nothing has happened as of yet.
all right. Well, hopefully nothing happens.
And if it does, well, I'll be damned. Nah, fuck it, we ball. Right? Basically. But yeah, I think the house was built like in the 50s or something like that. It had like faux wooden paneling as like, I don't know how to describe it. It wasn't like real wood, but it was like fake wood paneling for the walls.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I
It's a
mean?
very particular, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a wallpaper. No, it wasn't a wallpaper. It was like, it was wood, but it wasn't wood. I don't know how to describe it. Let me see. Hmm. Hmm. It's like you would
Like,
touch it and it was like fake.
Bunny says, like a wood laminate situation.
No, it wasn't laminate. It was too old. Okay. It was let me see. Okay, I'm gonna copy this random ass picture from Google. Copy image. File. New. It was like this. There was, but it was like darker, and like obviously those aren't actual like wood panels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I was Yeah, I know what
yeah.
you're talking about.
My parents' house had the same stuff like a few years ago and was very thin but looked like wood. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very strange. But that's how I knew it was like super old because none of my friends' houses actually had anything like this. But it was fine, save for the asbestos. Hi, Bunny. I hope you're feeling better. Um, I was going through memes earlier with Cam, and whenever I see like a 9/11 like meme, I'm always like, Cam, should I send this to Bunny? Do you think it'd make her laugh? I never
And
end up
the
doing
answer's
it, but
please, says Bunny, please.
like it was like
She's
a one of like Toy Story. Have you seen Toy Story, Bunny? Are you old enough to have seen the
I
first
like
Toy
how you-
Story?
I like how you have to ask that question.
I feel like I'm in a dystopia. The answer is probably yes. Two, I'd probably laugh about it. 9/11 memes are hilarious. Yeah, Bunny loves 9/11 memes.
There's a whole clip about her talking about it.
Do you think I'm an infant? Yes, I've seen Toy Story. I don't know. You just told me you couldn't read a digital clock. I mean, a non-digital clock until a couple months ago. So that's pretty infant behavior to me. So, do you know? Do you know the ending to Toy Story 1 where they're flying, Buzz is flying, and they go past the truck? And then Woody's like, Buzz, you missed the truck. And so that scene, it's that scene where he's like, Buzz, you missed the truck. And then Buzz goes, no, I didn't. And they showed it showed inflated. I was like, should I say this to Bunny? And Cam's like, bro, that's so messed up. You couldn't read an analog clock? Don't worry about that. I seen one of the Magic School Bus. Oh.
Dude, I haven't thought about Magic School Bus in such a long time.
Oh yeah. You know what's crazy? I feel like my age is when they started to phase out Magic School Bus a little bit. I mean, I did watch a little bit of it in school, but what we really watched was Bill Nye. I was more familiar with him. What?
Read what Bunny wrote.
Cam is cock blocking me from 9/11 memes. How fucked up. With the frizz, no way. Plane smashes into building. Oh,
All right,
man.
Fine. Next time we see one of those memes, Bunny, we'll send it to you. How about that? Hmm? Huh?
I'm sure she would love that.
Yeah, I'm sure you would love that.
Cam, I'm sure you would love that, you freak.
Yeah. I stopped myself from saying that.
I knew you said it in your heart.
Where's the meme? Can someone? Where's the clip? Where's the
clip of Bunny saying that she loves 9/11?
Yeah, where's the clip? Threatening. How about that? As if it's a threat, threatening me with a good time. The new angles keep coming out, and it's wonderful.
I still can't believe Bunny said that on my stream while I wasn't there.
It was wild hearing her say. I was genuinely like,
Are you allowed to say that in public?
Yeah, can you say that? Is that something that you can say?
It's okay. She specified only the memes.
Afterwards. I'm
Sorry, I've been
I
embarrassed about it since. Don't worry. Cam thinks it's really funny.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious.
I'm just sad that I wasn't there to witness it.
It was so funny. I gotta go look at your clips really quick. I'll be back.
Kev's gonna watch it right now.
I
For
am.
more reasons, that was a joke. Basically, Bunny after she said that.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, it was. I mean, memes, specifically
I
memes."
mean, I mean the memes. The memes are so funny. I will never forget that. Bunny also talked about how she asked her mom. It's like, what were you doing? Well, like during 9/11 or whatever. Mom's like, I don't fucking know. Like, I think that really cracked me up. Cause honestly, same. Bro wasn't even born yet. The like, yeah. I think for me, I was too young. I was way too young. I don't think I was even in school yet. I was born 2 years after the event. Oh, children. Honestly, it's so crazy knowing that like people born in 2000 now, Cam, are like in their 20s. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, I try not to
That
think
feels
about it.
unreal. You're still a little bit like a baby in my eyes. My younger sister, she just turned 21. And so to me, she's always been like my younger sister, like a little baby. And now I'm like, "Oh, oh, you can drink now."
I'm just gonna share this clip that Weird so generously clipped for us.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Weirin. Thank you, Bunny, for saying that. I need to watch it again.
Oh, I need to see this. Weird, this is my biggest op. OMG. I was born 3 years after. Oh. I'm just a child. What about drinking permit is all now? Yeah. I love 9/11 Bunny VT. Someone needs to quote it. And it happened as soon as I got up to grab my charger, I was like, oh, my phone died. Let me go grab my charger. I stood up, Bunny, I love 9/11.
It was.
I was about to say that I missed out on 9/11, but I think that was a bad way to phrase it. I think that would have been a crazier way to have said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I had 2 Red Bull ads in a row now. It's 10:30. I don't need caffeine. It be like that. Freedom from ad jail.
My drawing is literally me whenever I see a nice car.
Yeah, I love the lip bite emo. It's so funny. I don't have one, and so I've always wanted one, and I was like, number one on the emote list. Okay, so GIMP will open it, but Paint.net crashes. Interesting. Lesson learned. You know it. I've always meant to ask, how did you guys ever meet as friends?
Putting you in a blender.
Got right into Bunny almost 3 years ago, and that's about it. Oh,
That's cool.
yeah.
You know, I love that like stuff like that can happen and then you just become really good friends with like the person. Um it's something that has actually happened to us a couple times.
Mm,
Um
like Wiggly.
yeah, yeah, Wiggly raided into me. Um we don't really talk about Wiggly that much, but
He's like one
he
of our OG Twitch friends. Literally, like probably
yeah,
like the first week ever rated us, and we still talk to him.
yeah. Um, and it's been I don't know how many years it's been, like 3 or 4 years or something like that.
Yeah, basically.
So, yeah, we still talk to him. We did like we did like a couple collabs with him. Like we ate like
100 chicken nuggets on stream.
yeah, with
Uh,
him there
and then for the next 2 years, I sent him 100 chicken nuggets every year to his house
for his like birthday or
for his
something.
birthday. Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Like we're still in each other's lives. We still talk. We still do all this stuff together. But you know, so yeah, that's really cool that that's how you guys met. God, it's almost been 3 years since we're in. Bunny said, I think I made fun of him for being British on site. That's valid, yeah. Win said, I've had to put up with the rabbit for 3 years. Uh, my best friend is British too. Wherein says, you still do that in response to Bunny. And Bunny says, please?
I'm sorry.
Condolences. Listen, just keep the tuna potato out of my sight and we're good. Is that a thing?
Tuna and potato?
I guess I shouldn't be. Yeah.
Uh, yes, bro. I find a lot of people through raids though. I think that's how I found Kane as well. I just thought that you knew Bunny and that me and Bunny were like YouTuber
Yeah.
siblings. One British food I've always wanted to try, fish and chips. I gotta start with the basic. One thing I would never try, whatever the fuck jellied eels are, cause I've seen them.
Oh yeah, that looks so
yeah,
gross.
they look so gross. You couldn't pay me enough money to eat that shit. Cam probably would though.
Depends on how much.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Actually, I don't know. I would probably like put it in my mouth and throw up immediately.
Yeah, I think you would gag. You would gag really hard and then like pass out or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Salsa, thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Hi everyone, my name is Kanoka. I'm a draft game YouTuber. It's nice to meet you. I was playing Repo with Salsa a couple days ago on Saturday. Yeah, with Nana Ruru, Indigo, and Magic. Thank you so much for the follows.
Welcome, welcome.
Hello, I am here today with my lovely boyfriend, who's in the little Chikawa frog outfit down there.
Hello, Chikawa.
And today we are doing emotes. I haven't done emotes in a long time for myself, and this is actually a new model of mine. I just debuted it maybe like 2 weeks ago. And yeah, well, we're almost done actually. I think we're on the last one. Thank you so much for the follows. Anyways, time to go watch Apothecary Diaries and pass out night. I hope you have a lot of fun. I read Apothecary Diaries, and I'm waiting for the entire series to come out so I can just binge the anime. Because I read it instead. You're all so pretty. Thank you. Greetings, guy boyfriend. Hello. It's nice to meet you.
Hello.
What are you doing? You are also doing art. Nice. If you need to eat, sleep, do anything, please tell me. Or not please tell me. Oh my god, I can't speak. If
You need to get my permission to go do those things, guys.
If you need to eat, sleep, or do anything, please feel free to. I was gonna say tell me. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, please feel free to. Thank you so much for being here for the raid. And yeah. I'm nervous now that I messed up.
It's okay. It's funny. By the way, Bunny did say that you can. She said, "Girly, you can get fish and chips everywhere."
No,
That's
but
true,
like
but
legit fish and chips, you know?
yeah. Also it's cold tuna on top of a hot baked potato. I thought for a second we were talking like a potato salad with tuna in there, which is also kind of gross sounding.
Was drawing someone who did fan art of me and I love it. That's so nice.
Oh.
Kane really likes to take control of her. Shut up. Gotta sleep soon, but it's nice to meet you. Have a great stream. Thank you for stopping by with the raid. Fuck is potato salad? Have you never had potato salad? Everything about Bunny's existence is confusion to me.
I can't tell if Bunny is messing with us or not.
I can't tell either anymore. It's honestly, this is not something all British people do. Do not lump this on us. Interesting. Bunny is being genuine. You don't know what potato salad is? I do not try. Okay, I remember we did have this conversation. That's fair.
Yeah. Everywhere I go, I get chicken strips. Honestly, that's the life. Went to Sonic after getting blood drawn today and got the most mid strips of my life. Dude, That sucks. I hate when you go get like, I guess just mid food in general, but I feel like chicken strips are some of the hardest. Uh, yeah, I don't know.
It's
I
hard
feel
to
like
get
they're
it
kind
wrong.
of, yeah, like I feel like even when they're not that great, they're still pretty decent. Cold cold take Sonic is just yeah. Actually, I don't think I've been to a Sonic. I don't know if we really have Sonics around me.
I don't think so for me either.
As a chicken strip connoisseur, Bunny, which place would you say has the best chicken strips? Imagine really mid food. It's that. Legit, when Bunny first mentioned going to Sonic earlier, I thought she was talking about the Hedgehog. I have to remind myself that Sonic is also a fast food place and not the Hedgehog.
You?
Yeah, because like I don't think of Sonic as a fast food place, really, because like
Thank
we
you
don't
for the
really have them
follow.
around.
That's fair. I guess I don't know. I see them pretty often, so I feel like for me, that's not much of a big like ooh. It's not even a thing in the UK either, so I only know it from a single dumb meme video I saw. I think it's like a
One
thing. The slim
video.
chickens is pretty good. What is a slim
Slim
chicken?
chicken. That sounds. Now I gotta look this up. I went to their website,
Uh
very
huh.
first thing, chicken sandwich, and it looks. I know it's just like, an ad and they gotta make it look as good as possible, but that look it looks pretty good. Um, I think they're a Texas feature. Let me go look at locations really quick. Oh.
Hmm?
No, it's not a Texas thing
Why did you gasp like that?
because they have one in my state.
Oh, interesting.
They have one in your state. They have like multiple in your state, I think.
I've never seen it, at least not where I am.
Yeah. Oh. Uh, wait a second. Wait, where is this? Never mind, that looks kind of far. Maybe, I don't know. For you at least. Um,
Oh, send me the
I
thing. Let me
really,
see.
yeah, I'll let you look.
I might bother my brother to go because I know he likes to go try out new food places.
Um, I really, really like your vibes. Could I have your permission to make a song based off of your vibes?
Oh, yeah, sure. If you're near it, you should totally try it. Maybe. I don't know.
No, it's not.
It's not near you?
It's not near me. It's in my state, but it's all in
It's
like
on
it's
the
in the
other
middle of
side?
nowhere.
Oh,
No, it's in the middle of the state, which is basically the middle of nowhere. Why? Why would you? Oh, I know why. It's in a
why?
college town.
That's why.
Yeah, I think one of your locations, or potentially two, are in college towns.
Maybe.
Um, wait, what does that say? They also they also have this jar of like brownie and whipped cream.
Who's saying that? Who's
In
saying that right now?
Bunny is saying that about the place, about the chicken place. Salsa says, "Do gotta head out because of work, but enjoy some arting, and was great meeting you again. And don't get kidnapped again in Repo, lol.
Trying not to. Have a nice day at work. Thank you again so much for the raid.
Oh, Weirin sent the meme, by the way, for the Sonic thing in our server.
Okay, give me a second. I'm still working on stuff.
Okay. And Bunny says the tumbleweeds love chicken. I technically am College Town adjacent. Yeah, but you guys have like a lot in Texas. Yeah, you guys, I mean, I guess it is like a Texas thing that just ended up branching out a lot. So yeah, I mean, I would love to. It's very interesting because one of the it doesn't look like it's in like the two big
Allie,
cities.
thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Happy Valley Big Raid. Hi. Hello everyone. My name is Kinoko. I'm a draft vtuber, and it's nice to meet you. I'm here today with my lovely boyfriend Camelot, and I'm drawing some new emotes for myself.
Hello.
Hello. We were just talking about like our favorite fried chicken places.
Yeah. I was just looking at it. If we were to go visit Wiggly at some point, they don't have it near him.
Oh, interesting. Because I feel
Yeah,
like
they don't
his
have it in
area
his
is really
city.
like nice.
Yeah, the area that he's in is like it's very
I also thought it was like new.
popular.
Yeah.
Um
Or at least where he is at is new.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I went to visit that area, it was or not visit, but when I went there for work, it was very much like everything was like up and coming and stuff like that. Jar pick sounds so weird. I feel like I've been ruined by the internet. No, that's yeah, no. I hear ya.
Sent you jar pick singular. Ooh. Oh, interesting. You know, sometimes I wonder, because I'm not really much of like a sweets person, but like when I see sweets in an overly large capacity or amount, I just wonder how you feel after eating it all.
Like garbage?
I would feel kind of gross. That's kind of how I feel like I would feel. Well, it also depends on the size of the jar, right? Because if it's like the size of a mason jar, and I'm eating that stuff with like brownies and like pudding and
it
like
kind of
know?
looks like a mason jar.
I'm built different. I love sweets. Bunny and her fucking Rice Krispies crab. Oh, I forgot to say, Pally, if you need to raid or run, please feel free to. If you need to eat, sleep, do anything, please feel free to. Thank you again so much for the raid. It means a lot.
I'm looking at their menu now. They have an Oreo milkshake, and now I want a milkshake, even though they make me feel so sick.
You're like incredibly lactose intolerant now.
I think milkshakes are just like are a little bit different too because they just like the one time I had it and I just felt so like nauseous afterwards, I think. I know what I said about treats, however, I am anti-milkshake.
What?
That's
you
so
love
interesting.
Milk. Who are you?
Yeah. Yeah, how do you like milk but hate milkshakes? Who are you? No, actually, I am very lactose intolerant moment, honestly. Dude, I'm looking at their food. Oh, this is not a good time to be looking at their food. It's making
They're really
me
thick and
want...
it's and I'm not trying to work for it.
You know what? That is my issue with milkshakes as well.
Really? I love milkshakes.
I guess
it's the one sweet I will consume.
Because it's like milkshakes are a little bit like you better not wait, you might be better not drinking them through a straw.
Yeah, or
like
you just
that's
wait
the
a little
thing.
bit. Do you guys not
'Cause,
just
like,
wait a little bit?
I don't. I feel like a milkshake is mostly just melted ice cream. Is it not?
Yeah.
Um. Nah, I'm going for it. It's just ice cream, but worse as an experience. Yeah, it's like when I got milkshakes, I was always confused by them because I just thought it was like slightly melted ice cream, and then they give you a straw to drink it. But like even as slightly melted ice cream, it's very difficult to drink through a straw. So when you just get a spoon, like that never made sense to me. Weirin
I
says, I got
got
that
that
suction.
suction. Well, that's nice to know, son. I prefer to put them in the freezer overnight and eat them with a spoon the next day. Interesting. I feel like anything that I eat that way ends up not being that great.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
now I want
eating
to try
melted ice
that.
cream.
I'll still do it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you proud of me, mother? No.
Well, there is a reason why you are pregnant.
I forgot about that.
I will never forget. Uh, it was like 9 a.m. Cam in Japan, and I get a
Uh-huh.
message from Weirinth, and the message reads, "Hey Kane, um, how much would it be to get pregnant? Art, not for me."
Not for me.
That was this is when we wanted to leave on the bus, but then like we had just like missed the first one, so we were waiting. And I remember
Uh-huh.
pulling out my phone. I was like, "What? What's going on?" And then I was like, "It's okay. Like, it's okay if you want another one." And we're just like, "It's not for me. It's not for me. It's for someone else." And I was like, It's okay. It's okay if you want another
Yeah, it's
one."
okay. You're in a safe space, okay? If you want pregnant art, just say that you want pregnant art.
Asking for a friend to ask questions. It's okay. It's a safe space until it's not.
This is not a safe space.
The moment Bunny told me about her booze, specifically the sewer looking guy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, yeah, friendly fire was turned on. When Bunny's around, it's never a safe space. Stop!
Ah. Just wait until Bunny starts talking about glam rock Freddy.
Oh, I've heard about him. Beating you to
Beating you to
death.
death, Ace.
Yeah, I mean, that one's fine, okay? Because that one, at least he looks like, okay. But the one that looked like it crawled out of a sewer? Questionable. Very questionable. Who is, who is that?
Yeah. Is that is that someone from the Five Nights at Freddy's universe?
Who is this? Oh, it's the fucking doctor from Outlast who cuts off your finger.
What? Stop, don't
I feel like
worry
we had
about it.
this
It's a
talk before,
voice.
and now it's coming back to me. I have repressed these memories, and now they are returning back. It's a voice thing? I feel like I am a parent who walked in on their kid in like a fucking furry suit. And I don't know what a furry is, and I'm trying to really understand and be supportive. I've been told new ones though. New ones? New ones. Do you think Bunny would like
Zip your
Nemesis?
mouth. Nemesis?
Do you think Bunny would like Nemesis?
I don't know. Bunny, has Bunny played those games?
I don't know if Bunny is familiar with Resident Evil. I don't know if she's too young for that. I do not like Nemesis. Okay. Thank God.
We were talking about fear and hunger. I don't know how likely Bunny is to actually kill me if I say it.
You okay? Every character in Fear and Hunger is kind of fucked up. Like for anybody who's in Fear and Hunger, if you like them, it's kind of fucked up. There's no justifying anything. I feel like there.
Cough, cough, pocket cat, cough, cough. What is
Oh
that?
my God, Cam. Oh my God.
Should I not have said that on stream? What? I don't know what that is.
I'm about to send you a picture. Do not scream.
Do not. Okay.
I heard him cover his mouth.
Can you delete that?
I told you not to scream. It's okay.
I did. Can
Pocket
you
cat can
delete
hurt
it?
you.
Pro Mauler's is Pyramid Head. Twitch bans me from responding with how I truly feel.
I feel like Cookie Run also deserves an honorable mention. I remember Bunny did talk to us about Cookie Run. I remember she was explaining about the different types of Cookie Runs that are out there.
Yes.
I remember that, yes. Oh my God, this is Bunny. Yes, and Bunny definitely doesn't like any of the cookies. Cookie Run came out with a new girl, and she's very cute. Yes. Perhaps I'll stop here before Bunny actually does come for me. Standing outside your window at like 3 a.m. Actually, no. Those are hours you're actually awake. Whatever hours you're not awake.
3 p.m.
It's 4 a.m. right now. Standing outside your window right now. Alright, I'm gonna test these emotes out really quick, and then we'll see if we end for tonight. Outside at reasonable hour of 11 a.m. as a threat. I would be fast asleep. Honk shooing away.
I feel like someone needs there needs to be art of that, just Bunny outside of Weird's window as he's just honk shoeing.
Alright, 1 second. I'll lose tracking for a little bit, but I'm still here. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna end up uploading them probably tonight or tomorrow. But yeah. And I think that's all I had planned for today. Yeah. Yeah. I did say that I did want to plan some stuff for the week of the 25th to the 30th for my VTubing anniversary. So yeah, I I thought that this week was actually next week, and so I've been asking everyone for times next week, and I keep fucking it up because I actually mean 2 weeks from now. So if you ever got a DM for me, I actually mean the week of the 25th to the 30th. I'm so sorry.
Oh my
Times to
god.
apply for the week ever. Okay. Yeah, I messed up and I messaged a bunch of people and now they think it's next week. And honestly, I'm a little too scared to correct them, so I think I'm just gonna do a big collab next week as well.
Okay.
Let's see who's on. Let's see. Ba-ba-bum. Who's this? I followed someone that I don't remember following. Let me see. Oh, they look cute. Let's raid them. Okay. Honestly, I follow someone if I just really like their design, and then like months later they'll like rebrand, and then on Twitter I don't know like a half of the people I'm following anymore. We're gonna go raid Carmen EXE? EX? EA? Question mark? But they just started their stream, so we're gonna go say hi. They're also gonna be doing some art. Thank you so much for being here. It really means a lot. I hope you had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for all the raids. And I hope to see you next time. I'll probably see you tomorrow. We'll probably be doing more World of Myth with Kath. But yeah, good night, everyone. Have a nice night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.